Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to this reading. We are here to do the United Nations. What does God want us to know? So, dear God, if there's anybody trying to interfere with this reading, please block them so that we can receive the messages that you brought us here to receive. And do take over. Have your way. Alright, so let's get right into it. Three more. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we've got 22. At the bottom of the deck now we got 20. Interesting. So the first one we got Wednesday. We have winter. Let me check the energy of the Wednesday. Feels more at peace like this. Okay, it's in the upright. So, what does God want us to know? We're going to clarify the Wednesday card. At the bottom of the deck, we got 20 and spring. So, spring represents a new beginning. And we got 31. And then we have Christmas. And we have July. Interesting. And we have October and 19. So let's see. I like when you guys can see the cards. 20th is the beginning of something. The underlying issue is something that began on the 20th. Spring. 31. Christmas. 31 represent the end of the month. And Christmas, so that's a time of celebration. We got July, October, and 19. Next week and autumn. Alright, so we're gonna clarify Wednesday. Wednesday came out, then winter. So winter is a time of barrenness, is a time of death, and then spring is a time of rebirth. So what does God want us to know about the United Nations? Something happened on Wednesday. Wednesday, today is what, Saturday? So we're going to check out Wednesday, and then we're going to check out the 20th and the spring. So that will be the 20th of this month. Something beginning anew. So whatever this winter energy is, it's not lasting a very long time. One more time. Okay, Wednesday, clarifying Wednesday with this winter energy. We have the Four of Cups. It says the deflecting evil, healing capacity, protection from weapons, safety in travel. That's what's at the bottom of the deck. Let's get the message. So that's the underlying issue. Protection from weapons. And I just did a reading on Antarctica, and it was revealed that somebody went to mess with Antarctica and they were not having it. Well, I should say yet again, because whatever was done to the people of Antarctica has been done many, many, many times, and they have had enough. And you people can't wage war with Antarctica and think that you could win. And I say you people because United Nations, I know that you're not here for what you say in your aims and objectives. Because if you were, you would be doing what you're supposed to be doing. Like putting the Universal Declaration of Human Rights in primary schools to be learned. Since primary schooling is compulsory, as said in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, you would put it in the school so that the children can learn it, so that we can promote better relations between peoples and nations, between national and international communities. You're here to serve the interests of the rich and powerful, not humanity. We see that. Those who are paying attention to you, we see that. So there was about to be a catastrophe. For messing with the wrong people. Because y'all think that you're so powerful and you're so intelligent and your team is so huge that nobody can overcome you. Okay. You're all one team. That's how I see you. You're all one team. The whole society, the whole governmental body, and every corporation that has power and influence, you're all one team. There's no separation. You all share one agenda, one mindset, one aim, one destiny, which is total world denomination. And it's nonsense. That's why you're gonna get your ass kicked. Messing with the wrong people. Overstepping other people's boundaries. All governments and the organizations that come under them. You're all one team. And the members of the private sector who join you guys in your nonsense, who benefit from your nonsense. You're all one team. One devilish objective. You share that. So, we got in the United Nations on Wednesday with this cold energy. It says, God is my strength. Divine revelation reveals messages, has the power to destroy. God saved your asses. God saved your asses, possibly with the message that I did. It was about to be a cold day for many people because of your actions and inactions. The underlying issue, we got God hearing lamentations. Lamentations is the cry of the oppressed, the abused. It says mental force protects against sorrows and illness. That's the underlying issue. And then we have the right hand of God. Fame and renown, influences, commerce, voyages, and great discoveries. Yeah. You go in and you take what you want from Antarctica. Yes, you're one team. You take what you want from Antarctica, you use and abuse them, and then you think you could just dash them away as and when and how you feel like. And Antarctica nearly annihilated innocent people because they're connected to your countries that you represent. And God had to speak to them and tell them, yo, it's alright, calm down. We have a better plan. Don't repay their evil for evil in the way that they do to you. Keep your karma clean. And that's why for the April 8th eclipse, America was declaring some kind of state of emergency, or bringing in nuclear exports and all these things for a fucking nuclear eclipse. That make any sense to anybody that's actually paying attention? No. Y'all almost put yourself right in some hot water, and God had to step in time to save your asses. But you know what I pray? I pray that when you go and you piss off the wrong people and they want to retaliate, that they find you who are responsible and do whatever they will. That's what I pray. I don't want the innocent to suffer for your dumbasses. So God heard the cries. God heard their cries and God responded. So, Most High, what do you want us to know about the 20th April? It's the beginning of something. Where do we find that answer, please? So what does God want us to know about the United Nations? They're behind the scenes doing a whole bunch of dumb shit. And nearly got their ass kicked, or got other people's asses kicked. Innocent blood was about to be shed for their nonsense. They don't care about the people and the countries that they represent. They care about their own self and maybe their families. Maybe. Or maybe they put their families in schools in places like St. Lucia and Anguilla. All these Caribbean countries, all these countries that we never heard the names of, they send their children there so that they're out of danger when shit goes down. All the dirty air with all the chemtrails that they put in the air on a regular basis for the rest of us to breathe in, their children don't experience any of that. No. They're somewhere in a nice paradise-like country, enjoying life, being bronzed by the sun, being kissed by the sun. Sun, sea, sand, and great food. Heaven. And then all you people who work for the various governmental institutions, you're up here to take the brunt of the nonsense. And you leave your house every day to go fulfill their wicked agendas, and they don't give a fuck about you. Look at how many people in Texas could have dead. You're lucky God spoke up. But your luck soon run out. Don't get too comfortable. So, the 20th, the spring, the beginning of something. And then by the 31st, we got a celebration coming in with the Christmas energy. An earthquake happened in, I think, New York, when these United Nations people were giving a speech, and they were talking about the schools too. And God made them feel the earth shake. Because they're not doing what they're supposed to do. The law is supposed to be upheld. and it's supposed to be taught in the schools from the children are very young. You want to program them with nonsense, but you don't want to program them with what you're supposed to be programming them with. You're gonna suffer for that. You're gonna pay for that. And it's only right. And you think your children are safe wherever you have them tucked away? This whole thing is Mother Earth. God controls this whole thing. There's no way that you and your children can hide. You're idiots. You'll be surprised. Think you could suffer everybody else and then you and yours don't suffer? Keep fooling yourself. The only place you can hide from your judgment is under the wings of righteousness. Start to clean up your dirty karma. Start to do the right thing for the right reason. That's the only way. Our air, our water, our food is polluted. The medicines, they're not working in our best capacity. The education is not for our full development as stated in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights Charter. What are you doing? You're not doing your job, that's for sure. You're useless. Come out with one bag of useless talking. Three more. So let's see what began on the 20th. We got create disappointment. So whatever this was, it began on the 20th. So that would mean that's the 20th of March. Okay, spring. Okay. So yeah. Well, let's read on this. It'll become clear when I get the cards. Let's see. Now God heard the lamentations of the sufferers, and God stepped off its throne to save you, the evil ones. Same way. Alright, see why the earthquakes have been happening. Further, the one world government agenda. See, that's who you work for. Those who are trying to bring in this one world government nonsense. So on the 20th, you people were putting in works to bring in the one world government agenda. So we have the next card to come out. It's a plea for help, but it was in the reverse. So let's just check it before we continue. Feels correct like this. It's not a plea for help. So you come out posing to the people as if you're pleading for help. Come out posing and making a whole lot of speeches as if you have our best interests at heart. You come out and try to fool the people when all your actual objective is to further your one world government agenda. And that's why all these earthquakes started happening. So from the 20th of March, and then Wednesday, disaster almost struck you for your nonsense. Just recognize that not everybody is afraid of you and your armies and whatever weapons you think you have. Because if Antarctica taught you about these weapons and gave you this technology and whatnot, imagine what Antarctica has for itself. And don't just stop there, because God already shared with us that Antarctica is a bridge between heaven and earth. So that means they get new wisdoms first. So anything that you have or anything you think you can accomplish, you're no match for what Antarctica can do. Know your place, or else somebody will show you your place by will or by force. God will not always save you. United Nations and company, whose mission it is to further this one world government agenda. You've been warned. The underlying issue is to create disappointment. The only ones that's gonna be disappointed here is you. Just know that. Let's see what was coming behind that. Inciting violence. See, so you're trying to upset the people. You're trying to get people to fight against each other so that you could create order out of chaos, when you're the one that's creating the chaos in the first place. We're not that dumb anymore. We know you can't be trusted. You have all these powerful names, and you write all these powerful speeches on your websites about the good of humanity and good relations between all nations and having the right to choose the life you basically want to live. But y'all don't mean none of that. And we're seeing that now. And we're not going to fall for it anymore. Yeah. See? Defamation. Just lies. We got brainstorming. So you can do the setup before the setup. So you're preparing. You're preparing. And what is it all for? Money. Rebelling for better pay. You people are so dumb, I swear. You could forget this. You could forget this. I've heard talks about this 2030 mission and whatnot. You think you're going to achieve anything by 2030? We need to do a reading to find out what we need to know about 2030 as well. So you started this nonsense around the 20th of March. You spring it into action. And you already almost got your ass kicked. When is they gone? Or you almost got your people's ass kicked. Because the people who, well, maybe they deserve it anyway. Y'all better stand up and tell your government when they're wrong. Because when you suffer the consequences of your wicked governments, it's partly your fault. And you will suffer the consequences of your inactions. And I'm not going to feel sorry for you. So what does God want us to know about the United Nations is that they're trying to further the one world government agenda. That's what they've been doing as of the 20th of March. And that's why all these earthquakes and stuff started to happen. Because God wants them to turn away. Y'all think you could ever conquer Antarctica? What do you have that you think Antarctica needs? Tell me. What do you have? Rap music, McDonald's, Monsanto, hmm? Polluted air. Hmm? What intelligence do you have that you think Antarctica does not have? You have nothing Antarctica needs. If Antarctica chooses to be friends with you, it's because Antarctica is trying to be helpful to you and your people. But you always pose as though you are needy when you go to Antarctica. When what you're really trying to do is find a little way to wiggle yourself in and conquer Antarctica. You can't. It will never happen. You don't have anything that Antarctica needs. Because anything Antarctica want, God always provide. That's why you go to Antarctica to get what Antarctica have. The same way that you set up people to treat me is the same way you treat Antarctica. You get people to pretend to be kind and courteous to me when all they want to do is destroy me and my child. Your tricks are getting old. And they're being rendered fruitless. Any victories that you manage to gain, just wait before you celebrate. The one world government, you can't even govern yourselves. What's your home life like? What's your health like? You don't know a damn thing about one world government. Can't even run your own houses. What's your marriage like? What's your relationship with your children like? What's your relationship with your neighbors like? For real, for real. About one world government. I'm talking to all y'all. The whole team. All your houses are falling apart. You don't have good working relationships with your children, your spouses, your neighbors, your family, your friends, not even the colleagues that you're planning to do this world domination trick with. Not even them you have decent relations. There's no loyalty among you. Your team has been fading away, and that's why I've been seeing so many commercials advertising for staff working in various places, and you're trying to lure them in with all these high these big pay. This big pay. Imagine you're advertising for security. You're gonna tell them there's no need for them to have prior experience, yet still you're gonna pay them 30 to 40 pound an hour to work. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you got doctors and nurses out there that spent a lot of years and a lot of money for schooling, and they don't make that type of money per hour. Why? Because you're not really looking for postal workers. You're not really looking for security. My daughter even told me that she saw a Freemason commercial come up. Asking people to join the Freemason. What happened? Your club gets small, man. You don't have the kind of support that you used to. So now you're getting desperate. You want to hire NHS workers with no experience and then give them big salaries. Where have you ever done that? The people that went to school and paid so much money, they're not getting nothing near that. They have to be protesting and rebelling for better money and better work conditions and whatnot. And you're making all these elaborate promises to people who have no experience. Can fool some of the people sometime, but you can't fool all the people all the time. People are leaving your organization left and right and center because they now know better. Your numbers are dwindling and you're getting desperate. What does God want us to know about the United Nations? A bunch of crooks. As if somebody's supposed to be jealous of you. You're nothing to be jealous of. For those of us who see who you really are, now you're just a pile of shit. All you politicians, all you distinguished women and men, y'all ain't distinguished. Y'all need to get extinguished. The honorable so and so. There's nothing honorable about any of you. This isn't the devil's playground anymore. This is God's laboratory, where we the people learn all the sciences. We're paying attention now. In large numbers. We see who you are. Three more times. So people, just know, these people are not here to bring you the peace that you seek. These people have no intentions of giving you a healthy society as you wish. These people have no intention of making life better. None. So when you see things falling apart and when you see things going contrary to how a proper society is supposed to look and feel and operate, just know that it's all by design. It's not a mistake. It's a plan that's being executed right before our eyes. A plan to control everything and everyone. Just a handful of people. The one world government. Now the thing is, with people like China and Korea and Russia and who else do I know? Any other country where the head of that country feels confident enough in him or herself to be the head of that country. When you guys achieve this one world government agenda, who is going to be the head of heads in that setting? That's the question. Because all of you can't be the head. So when you achieve this thing, who's going to be the head of heads? You know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen? Anybody who shows strength is gonna be targeted for death. You start killing each other. You're not friends. You're not comrades. You are enemies. There's much disloyalty among you, and a house divided can never stand. About United Nations. There's nothing united about you all. Stop fooling yourselves. At the bottom of the deck, we got connection. You're very connected to the heavenly realms. Are you? Are they? Is United Nations connected to the heavenly realms? Or they're very connected to all the other people that want this one world government agenda. Let's see where God is going with this message. What does God want us to know about the United Nations? You're supposed to be connected to the heavenly realms. Emperor Haile Selassie and all the other people who put the Universal Declaration of Human Rights together, they put it together because they actually believed in what the law is called. They actually believed in good relationships among all men. They actually believed in everybody being sovereign, every country being their own sovereign. They actually believe in respecting another and their resources. So what does God want us to know about the United Nations? We got celebration. Take time out to celebrate. So they're celebrating. They're celebrating because they think that they're being successful in their efforts. Their visions, visionary. Whatever visions they have for us, they believe that it will come to pass. It says you're learning to synthesize all of your creative ideas into action. So the United Nations is celebrating the fact that they have managed to fool the people, the fact that they are managing to lure the people into whatever traps, whatever state of mind, or whatever it is that they're trying to accomplish. They think that they have a hold on our minds. Okay, they believe that their one world government agenda will be a success. Resolve. This is a period of indecision and inner conflict, and it is time to make a decision. And we have angel numbers. Pay attention to the signs your angels are trying to deliver a message. 44, 44. And then we have self-sabotage. You may be creating pain for yourself by standing in your own way. Why? Because it's only wishful thinking, motherfuckers. You dumb bitches. You are learning how to manifest the life that you desire. So you think. Hello, self sabotage. Then we have the void. You may be covering up the emptiness or pain within through an addiction. Your addiction to controlling everything and everybody else, and you don't have a clue how to manage your lives well. So you just project all that energy outward because you think that it's easier. You don't want to face your ugliness. You don't want to face your ugly inadequacies. You don't want to face your ugly flaws. You don't want to correct yourself. You don't want to help yourself to grow in the right way. So you focus all your energies outward so you don't have to look at the ugliness that's within you. Self-sabotage. Keep doing that, my loves. You're doing us a favor. So it's like we don't even have to do much. You're gonna destroy your own self. That's nice to know. So you're celebrating too early. Hello. God says it's wishful thinking. But you know, to each their own. If it makes you feel better to believe, you know. Everybody gotta believe in something. Let's bring the next message. Praise the Lord. I heard somebody say hallelujah. Hey, God is good all the time, and all the time God Almighty is mighty good. God said these bastards are having wishful thinking. Yeah, because they want to run from themselves. And that's why your children are so fucked up. That's why your children are drug addicts. That's why your children have no manners. That's why your children are so entitled and whatnot. Because you yourself have no kind of sense of direction. You have no kind of respect for disciplining yourself. So how can you even discipline your children? You see all this therapy and all this shit, where you put your children in therapy, that shit was made for you people. All that shit had to come online for you people, not for people like myself. Our children have discipline. Our children have manners. Our children know that they should say no to themselves and their thoughts sometimes. Because not every thought that we have should be manifested into reality. That's why your children are so fucked up, because you yourself are fucked up. That's why your children be ending up killing you people. Because not all of your children will remain blind, you know. Sometimes God allows some of them to drop through the cracks and see the reality of who you are. How devilish and evil, how wicked, how useless you are. And they be doing us a favor by taking you out. And then they bring the children on the news and they make up a whole bunch of story. They don't want to tell us the truth. But now I have this tool. When that type of news pass across me, we gonna find out the truth. We gonna find out exactly why this child did whatever he or she did or they did to their parents. So when your own children turn around and kill you, don't be surprised. Because we're not all made to be devils. Even a devil like you can have a God child to do us all a favor. Wicked. Useless. You fill up your children's minds with lies. Because you think that that will work forever. Nah, man. Sometimes God gives them the way to learn who they truly are and learn what life truly is. And then they see you for who you truly are. And then they hate you with a passion. And then you make up all kind of lies for the public domain as to why you and your child can't get along. Some of you go so far as to institutionalize them. to shut them up or to make people believe that they're crazy when they say the things that they're saying. We know you, we see you. We see you all. I can see clearly now, the rain's gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. God has a plan. You have your plan, but God has a plan too. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, bright sunshining day. Or you get rid of them and say that they're at rehab. They're at rehab. When they start talking too much truth and demanding too much truth and righteousness or correctness of you, you get rid of them quick. Behind Mansion Walls. I like that show. I want to see some more Behind Mansion Walls. Ooh, you know what I need to do? I need to learn your names. I need to learn your names and do some personal readings on you and your home lives. That's what I need to do. Yeah, let the world step into your home, you know, reality TV, real reality TV. What's really going on inside their home? You know, and I hope your children watch the show too so that they can see behind the scenes, you know. What's mommy and daddy trying to hide? You know? What's mommy and daddy really thinking? And what's your relationship with your children and your husband and your neighbors and stuff like that really like? What's your relationship with the people in your very organization really like, you know? Yes. I'll keep that one in mind. The world wants to know. Yes, we do. I need to do one on my mother. My mother's a bitch like you people too. Yeah. She's an evil bitch. She tried to get rid of me because I guess I have this power. So they thought that by using my mother and all the closest people to me that they would surely succeed. Yet here I am. Doing exactly what y'all didn't want me to do. Because God said, when God says yes, nobody can say no. So what's that Cora Obidi video about this acid attack about? Acid and knife attack. That shit look fake. Is that a subliminal message for me? Eh? You think that my beauty is where my gifts lie? You think that if my face was ugly, I wouldn't bring it on here? Listen, yeah, I'm such a creative individual. If you spoil my beauty, I'll start creating beautiful masks, and I'll be the masked tarot reader. I'll make it a thing. Sometimes I'll show my face, show you that this shit doesn't make me who I am. Who I am is within me. So whether I'm cute or I'm ugly, it won't stop me from doing my work. So do what you feel. I'm still gonna be pushing through anyway. About acid attack and knife attack. I don't see no acid on her face. How could you be in an acid attack and you're wiping your face like this? Eh? And no skin is peeling off. Eh? And then she have the nerve to come on. Anyway, everybody need to work for their money, I guess. I remember you people were trying to use Cora Obidi to make me feel jealous, like you were using Rihanna to make me feel jealous. Listen, me and them girls is not on the same level. No disrespect to either of them. But the proof is in the pudding. We are not the same. So you can't use them to make me jealous. They have nothing that I want. Anything I want, I ask my God for it. And I wait. And even if you spoil my beauty, the one who is truly for me, he will see the beauty in me anyway. Y'all are so weak. And when I make my children are gonna be beautiful. And if you mess with their beauty, I'll show them where the beauty really comes from, which I'm gonna show them anyway. It comes from inside you, baby. It doesn't come from outside. And anybody who doesn't like you because of how you look, it just says a lot about them, not about you. They must have not been raised right. Six more. I could make anything look cool. You can't stop this. Can't stop this. Oh. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we got factories. So factories is where people make things. Okay, so making things. Making things could be making chaos. So they're celebrating. Celebrating too quickly. Antarctica nearly. Give it to them, give it to them. Hey. God say hold on, dog. Hold on. Ain't nobody fucking with my click. Ain't nobody fucking with my. Okay, back to work. Yeah, it's kind of hot in here. Turn that one off, please. Thank you. God is good. God is so good. I swear. Worthy to be praised. I don't care what God you serve. It is worthy. Represent for your God like me. Okay, so factories, what are they making? Mountains? Or are they? It was in the reverse. Let's check the energy. Feels correct like this. Okay, so they're tearing down some mountains. What they making? So they're making mountains to not look like mountains. So they're either making mountains to not look like mountains, or they're tearing down some mountains. That's what they're making. So I'm getting security. Let's see. The underlying issue here, we got modern or recent, and we got sun. Man-made clouds. The sun is confusing me. Let's continue. So we got air, insects. We got physique. Country. Okay, and we got God coming in. God energy. Alright, Most High. Huh. And civil servants. There you are. And ain't nothing civil about you. Then we got moon. Yeah, secrecy. And we got ice. But God says, you know what? I'm gonna make you starve. Whatever you tried to work is not gonna work. Yeah, I'm gonna make you starve of natural resources. So what you think you got working on your behalf, it ain't so. Hang on, I need to stretch my legs. Let's see what God is saying here. So, mountain in the reverse. The underlying issue, we got modern or sun. I need to clarify sun. What do we clarify sun with, please? Oh. Okay. And I don't need to shuffle. But it feels right. Alright, let's do it. Sun. So sun is like a revelation. But you think it's information, you think it's revelation, but it's actually cloudy. So what you think you're seeing and hearing is not what you're actually thinking and seeing. So what does God want us to know about the United Nations? What they represent, or what they appear to represent, is not what they truly represent. Okay? They're making themselves looking like they're tearing down mountains, but they're actually putting them up. That's what I'm getting. Because I'm getting the insect and air. I was getting like butterfly, transformation. So transformation of the physique of the country. So what's the physique? The physique is like the workings, the outline, you know, of the country. They're actually transforming the country. They're transforming the making or the setup of the country. But God energy is coming in to these civil servants. And God says, I'm going to sneak up on you like the moon. Since you want to act like you're the sun, I'll be the moon. But I'm coming with ice. Your shit's going to be cold and desolate. Winter energy. God made famine of the natural resources. God says, I'll take my shit back away from you because you think you run something around here. What's that? making it the deepest vertical well in Asia, even though the project as a whole is not yet completed. Oh, was
digging out mountains, hadron colliders, and all these weird things they're doing.
Oh man,
Send me the video.
we'll get to them. Yeah, we'll get to them. Later will be greater. It's like, thank you for committing so many offenses against me. It makes when I lash back out at you, I don't feel one iota of guilty or sadness or care, because if the truth can destroy you, then you deserve to be destroyed, okay? Because the truth will set us all free. And if you don't want to be free, then you're on the wrong side of the war. So, clarifying sun for us, please, Most High. I think I got it, but just to make sure. The sun is like information, revelation. See that? So we got completion and underdog to come out. So the sun, yeah. So they're making it look like they're here to help the underprivileged, you know, like they're supposed to. But the truth of the matter is, it's all gimmicks, man-made clouds. They probably go in their rooms after they finish all these meetings and speeches and laugh at what they said, knowing that they don't mean any of it. You see the disrespect, yeah? Look at what's at the bottom of the deck. Psychic warfare. Yeah, they're just playing with our minds. So they're actually creating mountains, blockages, but they're making it look like they're not. But God sees them, and God wants them to know that God has all the control. They just think they do. Hence, they're celebrating before they've even got the victory. Let's get the next message. My daughter was showing me an article about China digging some deep hole into somewhere. But I don't know the relevance of that. But if China comes on my radar, yes, China, you can get it too. I ain't scared of none of y'all. Y'all are mean and nasty individuals. Your ancestors must be turning in their graves with disappointment of who you people have turned out to be. Yeah. You dropped your Chinese ways and Chinese traditions for this American nonsense. Psychological, I'm talking. I'm not talking about no other way except for your psychology. Your psychology is very Americanized. You're not who you are. You're a little lapdog licking out America's body. I don't care what your future plans are. Right now, you are a lapdog licking out America's body hole. And you want to act like you're some kind of a boss. We see you. And you don't look good anymore. You're a disgrace to your ancestors. 3 more. See that? Loss of God's favor. You're just a pile of trash. A pile of trash. What does God want us to know about the United Nations? God don't like them. God not gonna bless them. Cause them evil. We got loss of intelligence, and it came out in the reverse. Let's just check the energy. Feels correct like this. See? They're stupid. Loss of intelligence. They lost their sense. They have no sense here. The underlying issue, they need to get trashed and rebuilt. Blank card. New beginning. Yeah, the United Nations need to be abolished and demolished. Like, what was that other one before the United Nations? I don't remember. But there was one set up before the United Nations, and that had to be trashed too. Your turn is next, United Nations. You're trash. Nobody want you. Yeah. So you're going to have some loss of money. So all of you who work for the United Nations, y'all need to get a second job. Y'all need to alter your lifestyle. Start saving money, okay? Loss of cognition. Look at that. Not connecting in here. And you have no power. You can't do shit. That's why when there's all these world wars or all these civil wars in all these countries where you're supposed to be stepping in to help to bring peace, you can't do nothing because you're not the one in charge of you. These people at the top of this one world government agenda, they're in charge of you. So you're not here serving the people like you say you are. You have no mobility. You can't just do what you want. So all of you who take up a job at the United Nations thinking that you'll be able to help people, if you don't get fired, they turn you into one of them who only pretend to want to help people. It's a disgrace. So y'all are getting up and getting dressed, going to work to do what? Nothing. There's a fracture. You're supposed to have power. You are supposed to have say-so worldwide. For the right reasons. And you're not doing your job. So God don't like you. And neither do we. Think y'all are so covered and protected. Going back and laughing, drinking your glass of champagne or whatever the fuck you drink. Probably blood or some shit. Look at them. Oh, they think we're gonna help them for real. If only they knew what was really coming. Now, I was laughing at you that last time. I wasn't laughing with you. God is laughing at you too, because God is like, yeah, you celebrating it way too soon, bitches. Your own actions are gonna fuck y'all up. Because look, if you don't commit these acts, it will not come up in my readings. Because the readings are bringing up information from what is called the Akashic Records. If it does not exist, it will not come up in the readings. So if you're not guilty of something, if you have not done something, there's no way that it will come up. Whatever you have done, that's what will come up in the reading. So if you have done well, that will come up in the reading. If you have done bad things, that's gonna come up in the reading. That's how this works. You see? And anybody else who is connected to the heavenly realms like I am, who has been given access to such sensitive information, it will be the same story in their readings as well. The Akashic Records does not lie. As long as that reader is truly granted access by the divine head creator, exactly what happened is exactly what will come up in the readings, no matter what method you use. So you can't hide. Once you did it, it's recorded. If you didn't do it, it will be nowhere to be found. It can't come up in the readings anywhere. So there's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. And that's why I'm gonna do one on my mommy, because my mommy have everybody confused about me while she's doing all them wickedness to me. And I want everybody to know exactly who she is. Since she thinks she got everybody fooled, she gonna get hers too. Wanna make me look like I'm the bad guy? Alright. We gonna make things make sense for everybody who's been wondering what's really going on. Mother. I don't even know if you're my real mother. Woman. She's y'all people, she's not my people. Alright. So we got business partner. Exactly. You people are all one. You people are all one. You're a tentacle of the one world government agenda, along with the police department and the Supreme Court system and every political party and every hospital and every school and everything and almost everybody everywhere. Every major corporation, company, industry, every major religious institution, y'all one. You got your plans, but God got its plans too. So keep on mocking God and laughing in the face of God and hurting God's people, and you'll see. Don't turn away from your wickedness. Yeah, y'all are bed bugs. That's what you are. You're bugs. Now what's this madness, Most? So we got genital or anal warts. And we got lice. Exactly, that's what you people are. That's all you are. Germs, vermin. And look at that, genital or anal warts. Can you imagine having a genital or anal, like a bump or a like an abscess, all them type of things in those areas? Do you know how painful that is? You know how uncomfortable that is, even to sit down? or to go use the bathroom is very uncomfortable. That's what you are. You and your business partners. I didn't say it, God said it, but I agree 100% because I see you. So we got bed bugs, and we got I hate having anal sex. You hate getting fucked in the ass, but you want to fuck everybody else in the ass. Business partner. I am a rapist. Yes, you go around and rape everybody of everything that they have. I cheated for my certificates. So you see, the ones who were truly supposed to be working in the United Nations, they're not there. Because what? They actually have a good heart. They actually believe that the world can be a better place. But you who truly believe this, you're overqualified for the job. The reason why you didn't get the job, let me tell you now, is because you're not a sellout. Oh wow. It's because you're not a sellout. I'm still doing the video. Hello. Yeah, that's the reason why. What time is it?
1 o'clock.
Oh. Yeah, man, that's the reason why you didn't get the job to be a part of the United Nations. They refused you because you actually want to do what you said you're here to do. They don't want people there who are actually here to do what they say. Okay? They want people who are going to lie to the people and corrupt the people and cheat the people. Alright? So yeah, so y'all are just a bunch of bed bugs. You're a waste of space. Should I continue, Most High? Alright, I heard yes. Hello, my darling. I'm doing a live video. Your eyes look a bit better. That's good. Praise the Lord. Yeah, my nephew's eye look a bit better. To whom it may concern. Oh, see? Because God is good, isn't it? Yeah. My man said we went to the church to bless me.
Then watching.
Yeah.
Live stream.
Yeah.
Tell
Tell your mommy I'm sorry. It took a bit longer than I
Hello,
expected.
everybody.
My nephew saying hello, everybody. Everybody says hello.
Hello.
Look at this one. You can't come up right now. Put your jacket out there somewhere. Put it on top the bag by the aloe. By the aloe, that bag. Yeah, up on top the bag. Yours as well, Dimitri. When you're ready. Tell your mommy I'm gonna be just a few more minutes. Tell her I say sorry.
I'm just a few more minutes to wait. Help you.
You can't help me. You don't know what I'm doing.
No, I wanna hug you.
Oh, go on then. Mwah, nice to see you. I'm coming soon, okay?
Yeah. Can't believe you had a channel. It's kind of cool.
Oh, I know. You know, I give your mommy the message.
What message?
I'm busy.
I did.
She still needs a few more minutes.
2 more times, people. 2 more times. So on my live stream, yeah, they always put 0. They make it look like there's nobody here watching because they want me to think that nobody wants to see my videos. Your videos are crap. They think that it would stop me from making videos anyway, but I just keep on making videos anyway. So although you see 0 on there, there's actually a lot of people on there. So when I click off, you're gonna see a number come up to say, sometimes there's like 22 people, there's like 16 people, sometimes there's 6 people and whatnot. It's all lies. Google them don't like me. They're all one team. So anywho, so at the bottom of the deck we got milk. What does God want us to know about the United Nations? We got milk.
They put something in milk.
They put something in my milk.
Yeah, definitely.
probably put something in everybody's milk, knowing their wicked self. And white flour. So we got brown sugar. So I'm hearing, I'm just the beginning. Okay, milk is what you give to babies. So me, I'm just the beginning. I'm like a forerunner to all of your destruction, to destroying your plans, your one world government agenda. I'm just milk. I'm not even meat. See, Antarctica, that's meat. Antarctica will send weapons you've never even heard of, diseases you never even heard of your way. You see, I'm here to warn you and let you know what's coming. I'm the brown sugar. See, I give it to you nicely. And if you don't listen, then obviously the heat get turned up a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. You know, that's how this works. Mr. and Mrs. White Flour. Y'all don't have no substance. Eh? See? You need some corn or some cornmeal inside of you to make you fortified. You see? Like brown rice. You
Brown
see?
sugar and brown rice. That should be yummy.
Yeah, man, y'all are weak. And God says, I'm just the beginning. I'm like milk to you. Okay? Yeah. But if you choose not to respect the milk, then something else gonna come online to make you hear what the word of the Lord is. You know what I'm saying? So, let's bring you your next message. I got 3 more to bring messages from Duval. I'm doing the United Nations. What does God want us to know about the United Nations? So far, God says they're trash. They did something on Wednesday. No, they did something on the 20th of March, and they almost got some people annihilated on Wednesday gone. And I did a reading about Antarctica, and it revealed that Antarctica was about to annihilate some parts of, I think, maybe Texas or something like that. That's why they were preparing for this big nuclear whatever. So it's one big mess. I'm sorry for taking up your time. Is she there? Yeah, sorry. And I know you don't really like these cards and all these things. So if you're uncomfortable, okay. Yeah, man. I'm getting a lot of gossip. I'm giving everybody the gossip too. God says the United Nations is trash. They need to be broken down and built back up. They're all fake. They're here to further the one world government agenda. That's what they're here to do. And they've been going around and making their speeches and stuff, making people think that they're here for the underdog, making people think that they're here to help the helpless, when all they're doing is secretly creating chaos so that they make people uncomfortable. Yeah, they only speak a good game. What they do is completely different. And God is revealing all of that. And God just told them, I am milk, because you give milk to babies. I am milk. So what I'm doing right now is nothing compared to what is to come for them if they don't fix up. Yeah. So I'm just here to speak to them, and hopefully some of them who want to get out will get out, and who want to stay and go down with the ship will go down with the ship, because that ship is going down, period. God already told them they're celebrating too soon. They think that their tricks are gonna work. God says you're self-sabotaging. It's not gonna work, because people know what's going on now. So I'm just bringing them the last 3 messages, and then I'll be ready for you, yeah? So sorry about that. And I'm on live. Yeah, And the angels that are gonna come after me, they're not gonna be as nice as me, or as understanding and patient as me, or deliver the message as gently as I am. Got 3 more.
No way. No way.
Don't be too loud.
She just said she's on live.
All right, let's see what the message is. So we have do something with your partner and the children. Dance or watch cartoons, cook, go sightseeing, picnic in the park, exercise, art and craft, collect mementos, take pictures, have conversations about the show, put the art and craft creations on display in the house. Is that what you're doing? Eh? All the trash that you're doing to us, you collect mementos and artwork to remind yourself of your evil deeds? Or is God advising you to actually do something with your family? Let's see. Something positive for a change. You evil monsters. So I'm hearing just read the card that flips out. Don't worry about the underlying. Don't be too loud, ladies. Please. Thank you. Sorry. So it says, make yourself visually attractive around the house just because. So that's talking about making yourself attractive. And what part of yourself do you think God is talking about? Your heart, your soul, your mind. Just because it's the right thing to do. Just because it'll bring you some better karma. Just because it'll bring your children some better karma. That's what God wants you to know. Make yourself visually attractive around the house. Just because. Look at what's under the bottom of the deck. I know it said don't pay attention to it, but it's very interesting. Play an educational game with your child or children and reward everyone after. What are you teaching your children? What kind of educational games do you play with your children, people of the United Nations? Eh? What do you be teaching your children? So what does God want us to know about the United Nations? They need to make themselves attractive, visually attractive. Or is that what they be doing? It's just a visual. It's just a visual. They're not really what they appear to be. But it would do you well to also take that message the other way. Actually make yourself attractive inside. Around your house. Your body is your house. Maybe God means that both ways. I'm gonna leave that right there.
catching people again.
Two more. All right. So let's see. We got next month. Hello. Okay. So there's something interesting happening next month. Okay. So it wanted to come out. All right. So we have to clarify that because we want to know. At the bottom of the deck, we have remove thoughts of the fear of possible consequences. What would you do? So whatever you got planned. Okay, so what does God want us to know about the United Nations is they got plans to do something next month. Okay. And the underlying issue, God is saying, remove thoughts of fear of possible consequences. What would you actually do if you didn't think that you would have to suffer the consequences? So who is God talking to in this one? I feel like it might be we the people. We got reciprocate the energy and set boundaries. See, this is what the people need to do because y'all are just allowing these people to go around the world and wreak havoc in other people's places. And then when they retaliate, you guys are going to be the one to suffer. God is saying you need to, so I believe this message is for we the people. Okay? Remove thoughts of fear of possible consequences. What would you do? So let's find out what God wants us to know about next month. And look, it will hurt, but it's worth it. So people are afraid to stand up, but God says it's gonna hurt, but it's worth it. It's better that you stand up to these people that's going around and making bad decisions on we the people's behalf, rather than just sitting back and allowing them to do it without consequences. Okay? You're not powerless. God says it's now or never. So we the people have a role to play in stopping our governments and all the other heads from doing the nonsense that they're going around the world and doing to innocent people. Antarctica is not having it. You're lucky. You people in Texas or wherever they launched that attack to go to, you're lucky that God came out just in time. Or else y'all really would have been suffering a nuclear crisis or some kind of crisis in America itself. Eh? God says, is it best for your future for you to stand up against what nonsense your governments and heads of governments are doing? Let's see. So, let's see what's happening next month, Most High. What do you want us to know about next month? Okay, do that.
I want to watch your a live stream.
You want to watch my live stream?
Yeah.
I don't know how that works, you know. Sometimes when you're in the same room with somebody doing a live stream, it makes like a squeaky sound, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get some food.
So next month, let's see what's gonna be what's happening next month. What does God want us to know about the United Nations? So they're about to do some dumb shit next month. That's that much I could tell you. Okay? And God says you need to remove the thoughts of the fear of the possible consequences. What would you actually do if you didn't feel afraid to stand up for the right? God says it's time for you, the people, to reciprocate the energy of your governments. Set boundaries. You need to let them know that they can't mess with you and mess with your lives without consequence. You just let these people do whatever they want. And then we, the people, have to suffer. Who knows if coronavirus wasn't an attack on us by somebody that they went and pissed off. For all we know, that could have been why coronavirus broke out for real, for real. I should probably do a reading on that to find out how coronavirus broke out for real, for real. Eh? But they're not telling us because look, they were saying that this April 8th eclipse was going to, they had the nuclear people on site just in case of anything happening, right? Who the hell calls out nuclear physicists in the event of an eclipse? That don't make no sense. So that means that something else was happening behind the scenes. Then when I did the Antarctica video, it revealed exactly what was happening behind the scenes and why they wanted to bring out these people who can handle nuclear disasters. So what else are they doing behind the scenes? And who else have launched an attack on we the people as a result of what our governments are doing behind the scenes? They tell us whatever version of the story they want us to believe. They're not telling us the truth. They're not showing us exactly how irresponsible they're being with our lives and our livelihoods. Because if we knew, a lot of us would probably stand up. Some of us still have faith in the government, still believe in the news that they bring on TV and stuff like that. Some of us are still being misled. These governments cannot be trusted. They are not responsible. If they were responsible, the world would be a much better place. So they're the ones who set things in motion or set things as they are. They allow what they want to allow and don't allow what they don't want to allow. So if this place is a mess, it's because of the people at the top. If your community is a mess, it's because of the people at the top. And then we have to think about all these secret organizations. Secret organizations within organizations. So you have like the police, and then you have a secret selection of police who are there to do a different mission, which is not in the best interest of we the people. What's most important to us is what's happening behind the scenes. And that's the type of information that these cards can bring us. And I'm going to make some more decks because I want more information. Because I like when you see the words plainly before your sight. So you can't say I'm talking shit. You can read, the damn card says next month. Is it that plain and simple? Everybody know what the hell next month mean. So now we want to know what's going to happen next month. And just know it's not in the best interest of we the people. But the question is, what are you going to do about it, we the people? 3 more times.
The tissue behind that bag, grab it.
Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we got boost sales or income. It's all about the fucking money. It's, excuse my language, sorry. It's always about the money. You people have nothing better to live for but money, yeah? Okay.
Government just raise the bills to the poverty.
See? Your children will be who you teach them. If you teach the youth the truth, they'll grow up knowing the truth. They have nothing better to live for but money.
I can't believe it. They made it to here. They made it to their shop.
Next month, collapse the business. All right. So there's some kind of business affair. That's. Let's just check out the underlying issue. So we got boost sales or income, bait into a fight. So they're trying to trigger people. Instigating. It's coded information. So something isn't straightforward. Just like that man-made clouds card. What you're seeing is not what you're truly seeing. To create disappointment. Look at that. That's what they want to do, and mislead. Influencing the soul and the spirit. And God says that's the damn truth. They're creating a false sense of security. So now we have to watch out for whatever this is that's coming. God is telling me to show you the next one. It says rebelling for freedom of artistic expression. So something in the media, I'm guessing, because we have divert attention, fulfilling their end of the bribe. So that means there's some kind of news that's coming up, yeah? And whatever that news is, it's gonna be so captivating. But it's all meant to divert attention. And whoever is included in this story, in this event, just know that they've been paid or compensated somehow to divert attention from what the real issue is. Okay? So you guys need to suss this out, because I don't know too much about government things, but we have collapsed the business. So some next month, there's something about collapsing a business. Okay? And the underlying issue is to boost sales and income, which is going to bait people into a fight. So that could be something like carrying up the price of something, and it's going to make people upset. Okay? It's going to be something that's unbelievable, something that boggles the mind. Okay? So just watch out for that. All right? And look, we got influencing health or diet and rebelling to maintain their parental rights. So they just want to keep control over the people. So whatever it is that's coming up that just seem outrageous, just know that it's all by design, and there's gonna be something else that they assume is more outrageous to kind of divert our attention away from this thing. So they're pulling some kind of trick out of their hat next month. Watch out for that. And I got one more deck to bring you messages from. So it's like two major events. One that you should be paying attention to, and one that you think you should be paying attention to. So let's see how that's gonna go down. So let's bring you your last message, and then we're out of here.
Castle be here.
So there's something happening in May.
You see?
Again, I did it. What?
You can do it. Here we go.
One more time. Right here. At the bottom of the deck, we got nurse.
Sorry, E, don't worry about him, EP.
So we have a dancer. Interesting. Let's check. It was in the reverse.
We kind of like making a
Okay, so it's in the upright. Okay, so the underlying issue, we got fashion stylist, service engineer, peacemaker, handyman, head teacher, beautician, secretary, chef, prince, banker, scientist, childminder, bus driver, farmer, rapper, loctician, security guard, politician, secret agent, music engineer. And I'm being asked to stop there.
By the sounds of it, they're like mega, ultra, super mega.
And just so you know, we have a boxer and a secret society female coming next. And an emperor. Who is an actor. Okay. And an architect. And I'm not telling you people no more. Okay. So I want to find out more about this dancer person. So dancer could actually be talking about an actual dancer, or dancer could be talking about just choreographed moves. Okay, so it could be anyway. You see the underlying issue. So there's a lot of people involved. Okay, so let's see, what does God want us to know about this dancer? What do you want us to know about the dancer, please, Most High? Where do we find that answer?
You think he was hungry?
So you see, people who look insignificant, they're not. Look at this. It's everyday people that they use and abuse. Everyday people. So when you see a janitor, is that really just a janitor? And look, head teacher, beautician, so even hairdressers they're using, and locticians. So people from all walks of life. But the emperor is coming in. So the emperor actually will be undetectable. So everybody's acting. Remember, the emperor is going to be acting too. So when y'all think that you're surrounded by comrades and friendly people and people who have the same mission statement as you, there's going to be somebody up in there who is an architect. They're there for a different purpose. And the emperor came in after the secret society female. So who is this secret society female? That's the question. The emperor is right on her ass. So whatever you people plan on doing, not everybody in the group is on the same page. Some people are there to work against your evil plans. Spot the saboteur. Can you spot the saboteur? Welcome to a day in my life. Can I spot the saboteur? Not always, but I don't really give a fuck. You don't have the luxury to not give a fuck who the saboteur is. So are you going to be watching each other in suspicion? Oh, it might be you. Oh, these are the times. I like it. I like it a lot. So when you think it's peace and safety, it's sudden destruction.
We came first and doing this. Wow.
It's only fair. How many of our good efforts have you sabotaged? So it's only fair now that our people go up in your midst and sabotage your evil handiworks, isn't it? What goes around come back around, star. This one done. And I can go have a cigarette.
You got? I didn't bring any.
I got some. I got some that's been sabotaged. I've been smoking them all week. Two more. Let's see who this dancer is. Let's see what God wants us to know about this dancer. And imagine a dancer, you would look at a dancer as insignificant, when really and truly she's a secret. Ooh, she? How do I know it's a she?
Oh yeah.
Interesting. So it could very well be a she, secret agent. It's not just a dancer. That's not how she makes her money. At the bottom of the deck, we got legal problems. Okay. So let's see where God is going with this. God is about to tell us about this dancer energy. What do we need to know? So this is about the United Nations. So May is set to be interesting, you guys. I'm seeing the word X here on my blanket. EX. I don't know if that means anything to anyone. Eh? Who? X Twitter. Ooh, interesting. But I see EX. It could be Twitter. It still sound the same. You know, it's word, sound, and power. So it could be talking about Twitter. Maybe Twitter is where they're gonna release this news. It looks so. Why would you call a whole social platform X? Do you know what X stands for? All of our life we've been taught X mean wrong. So, okay, so this dancer is consulting God. Oh, that's what a lot of people are gonna be doing. That's the dance that people will be doing, is consulting their conscience. The underlying issue is they have no influences, but they do have legal problems. But they also have a problem with peace. They think peace is boring. And so that's why they went to the other side. So this is giving the energy of somebody not really wanting to do the job anymore. Look, I'm tired of that family member or family members. So you guys, the United Nations and whoever you're hiring to do whatever this thing is that's supposed to happen next month, you are a family. So we could see you guys, your whole team, as a family. So a lot of your family, they don't want to be doing this stuff anymore because they have legal problems. Maybe not here on the land, on the earth, but legal problems in the heavenly realms, karmic problems. So you see, when people have karmic problems, it shows up in their own life, their own family, through like health, their finances, their peace of mind, their conscience, just not being able to get ahead. Okay, so it's like bad luck is befalling them, and they see bad luck is befalling them. They see your whole system crumbling, and they want to get out. Hence, all these new job offers with these high pay rates. Okay, and you need no experience to work in the NHS, no experience to work in the post office, no experience as a security guard to have a big paying security guard job, all these things. Your team is falling apart, and that's the reason why you want to recruit more people. So whoever this dancer is, whoever this person is or group is, the dancer could actually represent a group, the group of people that you have recruited to do the this psyops that you plan next month, May. Okay, they're having second thoughts. Okay, and they don't need nobody to influence them to have these second thoughts. It's showing up in their life. God is talking to them. So, and they're listening. Because all men are born with reason and conscience, and they know that we should act towards each other in a spirit of brotherhood. That's the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Article 1. That's the first thing God said. We're all born with reason and conscience. and we should act towards one another in a spirit of brotherhood, and they know that they're not doing the right thing. So that's what you call self-sabotage. So even within your own organization, the truth shall always reign. Love always reign. Love conquers evil all the time. You see me? So these people know, because how do you get these people to join you in the first place is the gifts and maybe the intimidation. And it's like they're not afraid anymore, and they're not interested in your dirty gifts anymore. They can't live with themselves. Not everybody has a heart of stone. And these people are waking up to the fact that they've been living wrong all this time, and they don't want to do it anymore. They're sick and tired of you. They're sick and tired of this evil organization. They're sick and tired of their evil missions. They're sick and tired of it. And they want better for themselves. And the emperor is coming in to help them. So that means the emperor has alliances right in the middle of your little crew. Or I should say their little crew, because we're talking about the United Nations, but it's like I'm talking to the United Nations. But yeah, so the United Nations have their dancers, yeah, to do whatever mischief they want to create in society. But the very people, some of the very people that they're hiring to do this mission, they don't want to do it anymore because they know better. They're consulting God. What type of people actually go to God? Especially people who've been doing evil or doing bad things. Imagine what kind of frame of mind you have to be in to actually reach the point where you're actually talking to God. That's like a breaking point kind of energy. You see it? So they've had enough. I'm tired of that family member or family members. They're tired of your organization. They're tired of what you say you represent, knowing that you don't. Because anybody, if somebody take on the job to be a teacher, they take on the job to be a teacher because they love children, they love teaching. And then when they get into the institution or the organization, then you're forcing them to do evil things. That's messing with their psyche. There's only so much of that somebody can take. Do you understand? Somebody who chooses to go into medicine, they choose to go into medicine because they actually sincerely love medicine. They want to actually help people to take care of themselves or heal people. And then they get in there and they realize that they're not allowed to actually heal anybody. Do you know how crushing that is? And you're getting money for nonsense rather than getting money for what is truly your passion. There's going to come a time when you're going to get sick and tired of living that lifestyle. And that's what we're seeing happening right now. Okay? Yeah. They don't like living that life anymore. So these people that you've hired next month to do this dance, or these people that the United Nations has hired next month to do this dance, put on this big puppy show, just know that a lot of them, their heart is not in it. And they want out. And there's an emperor that's coming in to help them to find their way out. So just like that, whatever efforts they're trying to make to continue their one world government agenda, it's gonna be interrupted. Okay? And now that you guys have heard this news, we're gonna actually be watching the world. Whoever hear this, they're gonna be watching. They're gonna be paying attention to see what's going on. And when we see the gimmicks, we're gonna be wondering, is that the gimmick? Like, is that the false one? Or is that real? None of them are real, my loves. One of them is a setup, and one of them is to divert attention. That's what God wants us to know about the United Nations. Okay? So, until next time, my loves, thank you so very much for watching. Take care of yourself and each other. Bye-bye.